welcome to game day 2 here in Tampere, Finland. It is Germany taking on Sweden in Group B action. First game of the day here at the Deck Arena. And, well, mentioned it, Germany taking on Sweden coming up in a few minutes. Lithuania and Montenegro at 4:30. And the night game, the home team, Finland, taking on Great Britain is today's schedule. But right now, it's all about Germany continue their winning streak. Sweden, can they pull off what could possibly be one of the biggest upsets in their nation's basketball? And those are the standings after game day 1. It was an off day yesterday, so that happened 2 days ago. Germany winning, Lithuania winning, and Finland winning in Group B. Shona Thorburn alongside the Mark Clark. Mark, what do Sweden have to do today?
Well, they have to play better than they played on game day 1, where they were phenomenal. They're going to have to do it without Larson and Brigander, who have a little bit of illness, which is not going to help them because their bench production in game day 1 was their only negative, only 16 points coming off the bench. Well, those bench guys have got to step up today to take those, replace those minutes of Brigander in particular, who was so solid on the inside against the German team that will run the ball at them, will take it to the inside as often as they can, and they've got the maestro in Dennis Schroeder in the backcourt. Well, Kassan went 80% from the three-point line on game day 1. He's going to have to do that again. The problem Sweden had was when Sashu Salin guarded him in the fourth quarter, they just could not get him the ball. So others who off that Swedish roster is going to give him the support he needs. They've got the ability to do it. They know they can beat Germany. They beat them in qualification, but it's a very different team. Only one player playing today played in that qualification game. So the world champions come in here heavy favorites.
Yeah,
Sweden are on a journey, though. The coach says we're on a journey. Why wouldn't they get an upset?
Well, it took them 12 years to get back on this stage. And you know what? This is the great thing about sport. Anything can happen, but you mentioned it. Germany, reigning World Cup champions back 2023. Barely missed the podium at last year's Olympics. And this is a team that has experience. You mentioned, yeah, maybe they don't have a lot of players that played in the qualifications for them, but this group has played some major tournaments together.
Well, from 2014, the core of this group has played together, and then they add stars like that or Wagner. You know, they're just a great unit. We can talk about a lot more after these national anthems, but they're a great team, Germany.
We'll take a quick pause for the playing of the anthem.
For the national anthem of Sweden. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Germany.
lot of German fans, but a big contingency of Swedish fans in the house tonight. Game day one, Finland, Sweden. It was all white and blue with little splatters of Sweden, but Sweden definitely had the advantage with all of their fans able to come out and support them here today. As the third team on the floor, our referees, Adamir Zurapovic, Mikael Brock, and Ofar Manhai will be calling today's game respectively. We'll get a quick look at starting lineup. Sweden up first, and you mentioned it, they are missing a couple players, so we'll see who they have put in.
Well, they're missing two starters.
They're missing, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a big ask for. It's a big ask anywhere. And you take an NBA talent and you take the rock that the inside is built around that the starting lineup. I mean, Godefors yesterday was incredible on game day one. Ninja gets a start. That's I think a really decent move because they're really going to put some quickness on the floor.
Yep.
Markuson is going to be on the inside. It's a stretch. He's going to have to do all the blue-collar things that you have to do. Ludwig Akason, 75, 80%, 75 from 2, 80% from 3. Just had a phenomenal game. But he does have those games. He's a 35% three-point shooter over his whole career, and he shoots a lot of threes, so he puts it up. But he was phenomenal, and he was also phenomenal in the win in the qualification game. He had, again, another really 20-plus point game. The Germans will know all about him, so they're going to be all over him, and they have some long, quick defenders.
Long, quick defenders, and right now they have a much deeper bench, so they are going to be able to, like you mentioned, Sasu Salin shut him down in the fourth quarter, and there's the starting lineup for Germany: Bonga, Wagner, Theis, Schroeder, and Obst. And for me, we can talk about the superstars, but they had such a production from everyone Germany did in their game day one.
Oh, they were phenomenal off the bench. They were great. But this guy just knows how to score. We talked about him in the first game. He's like, well, is he a great shooter? No, he's just a great scorer. Because he finds ways to score. I mean, his numbers, when you even look at it, his NBA numbers points-wise are just incredible. You know, 19 points a game in the toughest league in the world. He just knows how to score. I know for a basketball, I want to describe it. He has points, and he always brings those points. Good to see Obst starting. 5 from 6 from three-point line. He just had a super game. Broke the game open in the third quarter against Montenegro. He was just automatic from the three-point line. They have strength everywhere. They also have a well-rested Dennis Schroeder, who hardly played in the second half on game day one. So this team is getting ready for a long run in the competition. This is just the next stop. Sweden with the upset, who knows? But their crowd, as you said, is a big factor for them. They really will lift this team. And they said in the press conference after the game, they love being back at EuroBasket. So they're playing on that emotion as well. I'm expecting a really good performance from them, Sweden. Don't know if it'll be enough to win, though.
Yeah, you mentioned it. They're going to have to pick up scoring with Larson and Bergander being out. But Coach Mikko Riippinen, we saw there, had a day to come up with a plan defensively. And let's see, we questioned their scoring against Finland. Could they keep up scoring at that tempo? And they could. And obviously, Alex Mumbra not there as the head coach of Germany. Good early afternoon. It is game day 2 here in Tampere, Finland, as Germany wins the tip-off against Sweden. And, well, a quick take by Germany is no good. So Sweden with their first opportunity. Shona Thorburn alongside Mark Clark calling today's games for you here in Finland.
Just a quick one, Sean. How good is it see Bonga on the floor as a starter? There was questions. He ended the game hobbling out of the gym game day one. It's great news for Germany that he's out there now.
Well, they said it after the press conference, right? No, he's fine.
Yep.
Don't know what you guys are talking about. But we saw him hobble off to the locker room in that fourth quarter. As they get it off in time, and the shot's no good. A nice heads-up play there, tipping it off the cylinder. Wagner knows how to score, trying to draw the foul instead of maybe just finishing that way. Sweden now, they're going to take their time, make Germany have to defend the action, and that floater, I'm going to say, was a pass. And that shot is blocked by Tice, though.
Well, there's one of the issues that we talked about. Definitely, Panzer was looking for the pass, made the pass, but Mark Hessel's just not looking for it.
Oh, nice pass, Schroeder to Tice. And Tice flushes it home for the first 2 points of the game.
He's a highlight show.
He is a highlight show. Gedefors, who you said one of the most experienced Swedish player, gets in the air and has no one to pass to, so that is going to be ball back to Germany. And, you know, considering the kind of games that Pelle Larsson, it's disappointing he's not playing today, because I think this would have been a good game, win or lose, for him to kind of get back on track, because he did not have the best game. He picked up 2 early fouls for Sweden. He is their NBA player, played in the playoffs this year for Miami, and it's unfortunate that the fans watching don't get to see him.
Well, and the hope is it's just a one-game thing, because they're going to need him to get to that spot. Oh.
As Schroeder just shakes his head, says, if you're going to defend me, I'm going to find Tice, as he throws it home for the 2nd time already in this early game. Well, that switching defense by Germany, and you just see them hounding Hawkinson. And that's another turnover by Gedefors. And this is where Wagner is so strong.
So strong. You can feel a timeout coming quick here, because Sweden just have they're just not functioning offensively. And it's too easy for us to go at Mark Husson coming as a starter, but he's not giving them an inside option.
Well, they went under the screen on that possession, and an air ball by Njai.
That's all about the scout, because Njai, like in all his games and last night in particular, very good at going to the ring.
Yeah.
Not really his first option to stop and pop it. Go under the screen, make him make it.
They're going to accept those kind of shots, and if he makes it, okay, clap, move on. Wagner is called, draws the foul, but I think they're going to say it was on the path. As he disagrees, he says, no, I was shooting.
It's an interesting shot if he was shooting.
Shooting backwards?
The interesting thing is there was a lot of fouls called game day 1, a lot of free throws shot, 67 in the first game. And there's been a few moments already where Wagner has been fouled and they've let it go. So maybe maybe they think they called too much in the first game. Well, it'll be interesting to see how they blow the game.
Well, just like coaching staff, the referees also watch video and they discuss. Tice, strong move, wanted the foul, didn't get it, and you mentioned it, a quick timeout is probably coming. And Coach Ripanen says, you know what, we're going to need to talk about this.
It's going to be interesting to hear him, but someone's got to get into Mark Husson and say, hey, you're out here because you belong. You've got to make a contribution. Stop playing as though you're trying to overthink your way through it.
Well, let's try and listen in and see what changes might happen for Sweden.
Vi måste spela mer fysiskt. Nummer 1. Okej? Vi måste ta Wagner tidigare. Ta en foul. Okej? I anfall. Vi spelar med Melvin som etta lite mera. Så bara off-ball. Okej? Så spelar vi L. Med Matte och Viktor. Ludde, screena så du får obst. Screena på Melvin.
Well, the interesting thing for me is that Mark Hesson had a game that it's a phenomenal game he had the other day.
For sure, yeah.
Yet they haven't run anything so far to even try to get him a look. They shot the ball phenomenally well from the perimeter. They haven't really, apart from, they've had Njai take the only 3, and part of that will be the defense. You talked about the switching defense that Germany employ, and that's half the problem, but it's almost like they're a little bit hungover from the performance on game day 1. They're just going to get out of it and get back to where they were 1 game ago. Move the ball, get the shot, and back yourself at what you're good at.
Well, let's see out of the timeout if they can come up with that. Hawkinson, you said, I mean, he can't even get open to receive the ball. And they go under that, but this time it wasn't Njai, as Panzer left open and makes them pay.
Yeah, Schroeder went down as he tried to go under. He just caught his leg and went over the foot of Mark Hassan. There you see him just getting caught up with that left leg. I think he thought that Mark Hassan sort of stepped through him a little. It looked like a legitimate screen. Well, obviously it's a legitimate screen because the referee says it's a legitimate screen.
First 3 points of Sweden come on a Panzer three-point shot as he now with the task of defending Wagner. Obst, his first three-point shot attempt. No good. Tice there with the offensive rebound and isn't able to put it home. Panzer, penetration. Hawkinson gives it up. They go inside. Markussen. Nice little, good low post catch.
Yeah, someone's obviously got to have had that conversation and say, hey, stop worrying about what you're doing ahead, just do it. He's a very, very solid big man.
And Bonga draws the foul.
The problems that Germany give every team defensively, though. Bonga's guarding Hakassun. And that's a long defender that's going against, the best perimeter player they have. And it's going to be a very long afternoon at the office for Hakassun just to get free.
And this is where, I think having Larson, if he was available, he's not, unfortunately, showing signs of illness. They don't want to take a risk, obviously, knowing that there are 3 more games left in the group phase. Well, Ramstead checks into the game for Sweden, for Markussen, as he is called for the foul, though. I believe it went against him.
And for all the great thing about Germany as a team is they've got so much talent on the perimeter, but they see that weakness in Sweden. They see that Briganda's not there. They've been going down the gut of that defense, going hard to the inside on every single possession. Yeah,
and we talk about how, they're missing their offensive threats in Larson and Briganda, but you mentioned it, it's also defensively. There's no rim protector now.
No. And Briganda is just playing in the ACB in Spain. He's having to go up against great big men week in, week out.
Yeah.
Knows how to use his body.
Well, Germany out to a 10-5 lead over Sweden here in Finland, and kicks it off. Ramsted's ball gets tipped, though. Schroeder stops, pops. That's a deep three-point shot.
Dennis is a little mad after that.
That hit when he fell to the ground?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you know what? He started the game 2 assists to Tice. Now he says, I'm going to shoot. Well, that's a three-point shot, and it goes in. And Schroeder not happy with the referees, and I think it's more of the off-ball or the moving screen fouls that he thinks are moving screen fouls, I should say.
But you can't have this. You can't have people walking at the referee and challenging the referee in this way. Regardless of Bonga's trying his best to get in between the situation, which is smart for him.
Well, that was just, I think he ran in. They ran into each other, and Schroeder fell, and then recovering was a little late. So Panzer with his second made three-point shot, and is going to go to the line for a free throw attempt. There's a couple substitutions happening now, and you said Bonga trying to cool down Schroeder. Nothing was intentional, in my opinion, either. And, we saw a lot of fouls called on game day 1 in all 3 of the games that we covered, Mark.
Oh, a lot. I'm just intrigued. I don't want referees to get quick and blow quick tees, but I tell you the only way I can describe it, which I'm almost not pleased about doing, it was a little football-like the way that Schroeder approached the official challenging the call. And that just doesn't
Maybe he got a warning.
Well, I would hope.
But Dennis Schroeder isn't the type to really lose his cool.
And that's why it's quite surprising.
Yeah.
He's obviously feels aggrieved, and now he's got the back court. He thinks the whole world is against him now.
He's got to be careful. So, yeah, he is going to get teed up. I think they gave him a warning the last time. And I think maybe Coach Ibrahim Magic, maybe take him out and cool him off, or do you leave him in? What do you do here? So he's saying the ball was touched. We get to watch the replay. Well, he's going to stay in the game.
I think this is one of those moments where it's the relationship coach and player. It's like, is he? Do I want to take him out, or is he better? I don't want him on the bench sitting there stewing about it.
True. Play through it.
Play through it,
Yeah.
and he's a veteran. He is one of the stars and leaders of the team. He's the team captain.
Panther, nice start to the game for him. This time they switch. And he's already made a couple, and that no good, but there for the offensive rebound because he had that switch is Ramstead.
Hey, the timeout obviously has had the desired effect.
Well, quick 5 points. As nice backdoor to Silva, and he goes up with the left hand, and Anderson. We had a lot to say about Denzel Anderson that last game against Finland.
Wow, because he did so much, both ends of the floor.
His three-point shot is off the mark. Oops, now.
You know, Sean is so much better than that. They're just coming off screens, facing up, popping shots. That's what Sweden did 2 nights ago. That timeout seems to have steadied the ship.
Schroeder goes to his pull-up, and he's fouled on the shot. So he's going to go to the free throw line.
Sweden, number 2, Adam Ramstead, second personal for team foul. Substitution team Sweden in number 5 with foul. Substitution team Germany in number 4.
And a couple of substitutions for both teams. So both teams going to...
I think it's so important. Well, Germany, we know Germany are going to rotate. We know that they do go deep. I think it's really important for Sweden to get the guys on the bench in the game early. And coach is going to back him. Falk only played 2 minutes or so on game day 1. He's in the game in the first quarter. He's an ACB player. He's only 22.
Yep. Well, the coaching staff from the Sacramento Kings there, obviously here to support the man at the line, Dennis Schroeder, their point guard. And that was Doug Christie. I'm a big Raptors fan, so anyone who played for the Raptors,
they're always going to have that place in your heart.
Yep, absolutely. Sweden now, Ramstead, 0 hesitation as his shot hits front iron. A lot of three-point shot attempts for Sweden.
Well, we know they want to stretch the floor. They don't know how they have that inside presence.
Tiemann spins baseline, little hesitation, nice shot fake. Takes a little bit of the contact and goes up strong.
Well, you made the point. The bigger issue is on the inside defensively for me, for Sweden. They're just going to struggle to contain the physicality.
And Borg's shot, I thought it touched the rim, but shot clock is not reset, and that foul is going to go against Oscar da Silva.
I agree with you. It scraped the paint, should we say.
Right? It changed its trajectory, so I think the ball should have been reset, but it doesn't matter. A foul was called, so they're going to get a new 14 anyway.
No damage done. Morado Lowe will have the ball without
How about his performance, though? He had double-figure scoring as well.
And you didn't even know he was out there. They all just get into the role, they get into the system, they just all perform.
And another turnover for Sweden. And Tristan da Silva does a good job getting down the paint and draws a foul. It's going to be called on the pass, though, but that is the 15th foul for Sweden, so he's going to go to the free throw line. Well, Sweden went on a little bit of a run, cut that lead to 1. And now with that made free throw by De Silva, he pushes the lead back up for Germany. Panzer, nice start for him in this game as he gets the ball back. Borg, three-point shot, back iron. Fight for the rebound, good job coming up with it. Is Falk. And they go inside, Markusen. Strong move. And that's why he's in there. That's why he started tonight. He replaced Birgander, who unfortunately isn't with the team, a little bit under the weather.
And that's all he has to do, isn't it? Be big.
Yeah.
Get it deep, be big. That's his 4th point.
Low. Basket, and that is gonna count. Germany using the entire possession there. And Borg, that time, missed opportunity, getting some playing time early here in this game. Didn't play a lot of minutes for Sweden, number 6. Tobias Borg in the last game against Finland, so.
And he has been part of the rotation. In qualification games, he's a regular contributor, double-digit minutes across those games. Again, another guy that plays in Spain. He's a good player. It's just that in the backcourt with Larson and with Alcasson, there's not a lot of minutes to go around.
Yep, especially when those players have big games, which, you know, Larson took him a while. He needed the second half to really get going, but Hawkinson, he was going to play 40 minutes if he could have.
Yeah. And the third player in the rotation, Njai, just had a super game as well. So it's one of those things with national team basketball, you will find yourself in certain situations one night not playing a lot, but you know where you'll be ready when you're called for, which is where Borg is right now.
Well, tipped out of bounds.
Borg's almost in that place that Markasu was at the beginning, looking a little bit, overthinking it. Just got to go and play. You're here because you're one of the best 12. Play like it.
Njai. And little turnaround by Markusen, no good, as Lowe comes up with the rebound. Minute left in the first half, 22-14. They go inside to Franz Wagner, and he is fouled, so he's going to earn himself another trip to the free throw line. He's the kind of guy, you said he knows how to score, and he's so difficult to defend because of his height. He can go inside, he can go outside. He's great at slashing to the basket, but he's exceptional at drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line.
And that arm length he has, forget everything else. He's so long on his span. When he seals, it's a big target, and you have to come a long way around him to actually get a chance, and that's all that happened there. There's no way of reaching around.
Press.
Wagner's free throws are good. Now a little bit of full court pressure here by Germany. We saw it in game day 1 as well after made free throws. And Njai easily brings the ball over. Borg, nice screen by Markusen, and he is wide open, and that's what you want to see. He hasn't hesitated, just hasn't found his rhythm yet.
Yeah, and he came off that, read it really well.
Lowe with the step back 3-point shot, and that rattles in. And last possession in this first quarter. It's a 10-point deficit. Can Sweden dig into that German lead? Endrai finds the open person in the corner. No good. There's 2 seconds left in the game, and it is going to be Sweden ball. So they will have another opportunity as Håkansson checking in. Maybe they'll look to go to him. And I don't even think he's attempted a shot in this game so far.
Hasn't had a look.
No. Didn't play a lot of minutes.
But he's either been guarded by Wagner as he is now, or Bongo, and then they switch aggressively on any sort of a screen away from the ball. So he's just never getting a look.
Yeah. And there you see the height of Wagner, able to tip that ball away from him. And after 10 minutes of play here in our first game, 27-17, Germany leads by 10.
Well, it's great when people follow the script, right? We said that they would be deep. They said they would wear them down. It's going to be a game of runs like they all are, but Sweden stopped it, got the little timeout, got the effort going after that, and then Germany just moved away again, looking very, very productive. 27 points in a quarter at 60 and 67%. So many ways that they score. They went really early to the inside. It was impressive the way they wanted to exploit that advantage they had. And you're going to see on these best plays that down the gut of the defense early, all game down the gut of the defense. Love the way that they just read the floor, exploit that advantage, and establish a little bit of control on the game. Credit to Sweden, though, the way they came out of the timeout.
Yep.
A little bit of emotion with the Schroeder technical, etc. But in the end, they just get worn down. You know, the defensive length and pressure that Germany are able to put on you. They've already played 11 players.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you know, Sweden are already down 2 players who aren't suited. They're not even in the gym. And they did go to their bench as well. They played 9 out of 10. But when you're going up against a German team who, they have a deep bench.
Oh, yeah.
And those are, you know, that is a recipe, in my opinion, for success in a tournament like this.
Well, their bench is full of people who are playing in EuroLeague teams or in the NBA. And so they're deep, and they've got not just people who are playing in the NBA as such, but players who are really productive in the NBA.
Well, don't forget to scan that QR code. It's the Courtside 1891 app, where you can get live streams, extended highlights, and stay up to date in the world of international basketball. You're going to have a lot of highlights the next couple weeks with this tournament going on, and the FIBA Americas.
Well, the whole of the Continental Championship is all there.
Yep.
We've already had some upsets and some highlights. We've only played one day. You know,
Anderson, as Endrai gets the ball back, he hands it up. Håkansson.
They won't mind the foul. They'll share the fouls. They just wanted to chase him off the line, make him put it on the floor. The one thing they are not going to let him get into is where he got to on game day 1, which is that rhythm where he was making tough shots because he was really... Yeah.
He could not have done more for Sweden, as Anderson, zero hesitation, him coming off that. And his shot is no good, though. Low, pushing it for Sweden. Tiemann gives it back to him. And they're looking to go inside. They get Wagner. And again, so good. How do you stop that? But Gedefors gets out after the made basket. No one back for Germany. And an easy 2-point, well, I would say easy. They did finally get back, but nice heads-up play there by Sweden to beat Germany down the court.
In answer to your question, how do you stop that? You can't stop Wagner in that scenario.
No, and look, they're trying to go back to the same action. And this time, oh, well, can't pass to Wagner because his defender, who's so far off him, he says, you know what, I can score 2.
Well, Gedefors was trying to space and look to help on the post, and he's like, well, if you want to play there, I'm going to make the shot.
And that is the first 3-point attempt for Håkansson in this game. No good, but he comes up with the steal. Endrai fancy footwork and dribbling, gets all the way to the basket, and the putback by Markussen, no good also, but they came up with a rebound again, so another opportunity for Sweden. Nice hustle. Gedefors stops, pops.
You know, it's a great series. Both teams doing really, how good is Germany's defense? It's just relentless.
Polat's left wide open, and now it is starting to rain for Germany from three-point range as Sweden and Coach Mikko Riipanen has to call another timeout.
In that phase of play before Riipanen starts, Germany haven't taken a tough shot apart from the Wagner one. Everything has been ball movement, open looks, great reads, just super team basketball.
Already 8 points in the first 2 minutes as we listen in on the timeout.
Spelar 3 för Viktor nu. Okej? Adam, när Viktor går... Wagner. Barra går och Viktor går. Barra och Adam. Stagger för Denzel, decoy. Så vi har lite mer plats att spela här. Vi kan också spela rescreen. Okej? Hej! Om vi inte har någonting, istället för att... vi kan också använda istället för go. Ge bollen till Matt inside.
Thank you. Looking beautiful, guys. Thank you all. TCM. One more pair. Wow. Love is in the air.
Well, quick start for Germany to start the second quarter. They have outscored Sweden in 2 minutes, 8-2, as that is why we're coming out of a timeout. And we'll see what Sweden does defensively to try and slow down this German team.
Well, even if you do score and they make shots, but while they're shooting the percentage that they are, Germany have so many opportunities to run. And with that depth you keep talking about, they're just relentless down the floor. They get numbers. They outnumber you every time in transition. And then they just make great decisions.
Hawkinson goes inside to Gedefors. Gedefors, nice cut by Ramstad at the end of the shot clock. So good ball movement by Sweden out of the timeout. Can they get a stop? Bonga's shot off the mark, and it's going to go out of bounds. So Sweden ball.
Well, coaches get a hard time every time. Coach Riipanen and everything he's done so far across the 2 games, takes a timeout, makes a change, makes an adjustment, never gets too excited about life because he believes in his guys. He just reminds them, gives them some options, and they executed it really well. They started to exploit the mismatch they developed.
Hawkinson open this time and showed it the other night. If he's open, he is going to make you pay.
Yeah.
As he has his first 2 points. And Low, nowhere to go. And it's going to be a kick ball. So good thing for Sweden, actually, that kick ball action. As it would have been an open layup for Low. Low there left his feet and really didn't have anyone to pass to.
And he almost traveled because Bonga didn't really catch it and give it back. It sort of fumbled straight back to him. And I think the referee did the right thing there. Just stop it, give him the ball, let's go again, because there's enough mess going on the floor.
Schroeder draws a mismatch. He's going to have to put the shot up. He does. He gets it up and almost goes in. Tice not able to hold on to it.
Jai did such a good job. Like, Tice had it, and Jai just knocked it away.
They're going to say it was deflected, and it'll stay Sweden ball. Maybe went off the tips of the fingers of the defender there.
Referee's right there as well.
Gedefors gives it up to Njai. Njai, Hawkinson, again, he's open. Money when he is open. As good to see him get going. Not finding it at the three-point range, but you know what? It works either way. And Germany now want to call a timeout as Sweden has cut that lead back to 10, and they have scored 6 unanswered points.
And you know what? Those 6 unanswered points, all off great ball movement, all off great reads, starting to get in. But Germany just have stepped off that little bit. Let's take a listen.
Einfach nur Unruhe zu bringen durch diese Wechsel, großes, spielt alles keine Rolle. Reden, switch, if you need to box out.
We go cross matchup easy on Hackinson, okay? And we play black, so we pick up after.
Hey, that's what we got. Dennis, you got the ball. All right, Daniel, you going first, all right? You get into this corner. After that, Tristan, this is you at the 3. I want you here, get into this corner, lift up. At the same time, man, as soon as Tristan's going, you're working your way right here, set the flat screen, Dennis, you choose the direction. You go here, Dennis, you pop out, strong side help, kick to Daniel, you got it for a 3. If not, Dennis, you have the rim.
So how did you like that? We don't have the head coach, who unfortunately wasn't with the team. Hopefully we'll see him next game day, or you know, before, assuming that Germany moves on to Riga for the second phase of this year's EuroBasket. All 3 assistant coaches participated.
Which I think is, head coaches often say, I've got a team of coaches. They are, and when you watch their practices, they're all very engaged in certain things. And why, if you have that guy lead during practice on a particular thing, why don't you let them take the timeout? Why don't you let them break down where he wanted their specific play? It's good to, yeah, they're all quality coaches, so at the right time, use all your resources.
Yeah, I think head coaches, great head coaches, know that they need amazing assistant coaches and have confidence in them. Schroeder, out of that timeout, gets all the way to the rim and is able to draw the foul.
And if they do what they've done in similar situations with this type of lineup on the floor, they do spread it like that in practice, and he's getting players where he wants them in space. And then he just says to Dennis, you're going to go, if you've got a shot, it's you. Create, read, and then make a decision. The spacing stretches the defense so well.
Well, Schroeder almost money from the free throw line throughout his career, especially at a EuroBasket.
Yeah. I mean, to carry that point on, if you've got Obst on the wing, you can't leave him. So automatically there's a drive. If you break the defense down, there is a drive lane to create if you have Obst in the right place. And that's why the assistant took so long about who he wanted in specific places. Sweden just have to continue to do what they were doing before. But Bonga's now picked up Hawkesson.
Look at this, it's almost with Hawkinson. Oh, nice move, NJ though, little spin in the key, finds an opening. You know, obviously Germany, they're switching defense, and then it almost becomes like a box defense, how they don't even want Hawkinson to get the ball. Schroeder thought about it, gets it back, goes back up top to Tice, and that time, not able to throw it home, but it doesn't matter because he's gonna have a 3-point play opportunity. Takes a lot of contact and is still able to finish.
That's a pass. I mean, literally, Sweden couldn't really rotate that much better. But he literally, the only place he could get it with, that's where it went. It's a great finish by Thais. The strength he showed there with 2 people hanging on him.
Well, he does make it a 3-point play. Nice game for Daniel Tice. 9 points, 4 of 5 shooting. And Gedefor's with the mismatch, takes his time, so good job there, Sweden. You know, the switching defense, you're gonna have mismatches.
Yeah. But he still recognized the help coming and took it off just a one dribble.
Schroeder with the speed. Gets all the way to the basket. Help side doesn't even have the time. Ramstead, his 3-point shot, back iron. And now another opportunity. They have numbers. Bonga kicks it. Obst, little hesitation. And that 3-point shot is good.
It's automatic for Obst. He's on that 3-point line and open. He has a green light, gets his feet set. shoots phenomenal, shoots well into the mid 40%.
18 points last game, and that's going to be a foul away from the ball going against Germany. As Hawkinson ends up on the ground.
Carrying on your point about their switching defense, it doesn't matter if it's Daniel Theis, whoever it is, they'll switch 1 through 5 onto Hawkinson, and their job is just to deny him the basketball. It's really hard for players as well because your rules against everyone else are different. So when you got to recognize you're switching onto Hawkinson, you've got to recognize that's your role. And at the moment, Germany's execution at the defensive end is incredibly good.
Almost come up with a steal, but not quite. So it's going to stay Sweden ball on the sideline now.
Hawkinson just pleading with the official for some help.
Again, they switch, so they find the mismatch. And wow, nice pass underneath, almost a goal. I was gonna say almost a goaltending, and it is gonna be a goaltending call. So that will be credited to Spires.
Nicholas Spires, that's his first action, didn't play at all against Finland. Another one of the Swedish players that made that trip to Spain as part of his development time, was at Barcelona's academy before playing with Fuenlabrada in the ACB.
It was Ramstead who's going to get that. It was a nice pass by Spires. Schroeder left open at the free throw line. Panzer with the rebound, though. And that pass cut.
That's what I love about Dennis Schroeder. For all his skill, for all his ability, he just got back and outworked everybody. It breaks up the play. And if Dennis is doing it, that means everybody in a white uniform has to do it.
Oh, it's going to be a holding foul going against Bonga. I was almost influenced by the German player saying our ball.
No, yeah, I'm not really...
It was the left arm, maybe? Pulled down Spires?
Possibly, but it looked like he just got his right arm through to deny, and there was just a little bit of contact, but that's why I'm sitting here, and the guys in the black and gray shirts are out there. It's just... They're the best in the business as such. Nice play.
Great little out of bounds set. Open shot by Borg, no good. Follows his rebound. And Panzer stuck in the corner a little bit. And they go under again. And again, he makes them pay.
It's a little bit why we were giving him a little bit of a hard time against Finland. He can score, but against Finland, he sort of, just didn't give that extra points when Hawkinson was being guarded. Now he's starting to take shots.
Yeah, I don't even, looking back at that Finland-Sweden game, he didn't look to score like he is today.
Yeah, absolutely. And in that fourth quarter, that was his time because Sasu Salim was all over Hawkinson, and Hawkinson was tired at that stage.
Schroeder. Again gets all the way to the basket, but his pass is rejected. And we saw shots like that. Why not? Wagner shows you said not maybe as good of an outside shooter, but you give him that much time, he's not going to miss.
Absolutely.
Panzer, the hot hand for Sweden in this first half as he gets all the way to the basket and is pushed on the layup attempt, so it's going to go to the free throw line.
See, again, it's the same scenario, isn't it? If you're going to face guard someone and Panzer can break down the defense, there is more space to play. And if he wants to take on a role today, he could really be important for dragging Sweden back into this game. If they can, they're 14 down, they make this possession and they get a stop, they're back to single digits. The whole they're on the free throw line now, but the whole mentality changes with they go into the half single digits down.
You feel good.
You've got to, especially the way the game has gone, because it feels as though Germany are very comfortable in this game, yet it's going to be a 10-point game. And it's without Hakasson being a big-time scorer, so the guys like Panzer have stepped up, but they've given up 48 points already. I know we rued saying it last time, but we didn't see them getting above 80 against Finland, and they went all the way down and almost pulled off the win. But Germany are on course to get into the 100-point mark. I don't see that many points in Sweden's locker.
They go inside to the scorer, Wagner. Easy, easy.
Touch is just...
Yes,
scores
the height.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plays like a guard.
Yeah. Has that annoying ability just to find ways to score. He creates angles, great soft touch. Just a great basketball player, let's just leave it.
Borg, well defended by Obst. Has to settle, and why not, as he knocks down a deep three-point shot.
See, there are plenty of coaches who will go, that's a tough shot. Why is he taking that so early?
But that's his shot.
But that's Wagner. When Wagner gets in transition, it's like he's going to attack you because you could go to hole 24 and not get the opportunity to attack with that much advantage. But because his percentages are so good, then give the guy, he's obviously got that green light in transition. And Coach Rippon will be over there. Why'd you foul that tough shot? Make him make it. Don't foul him.
Make that 12 points for Wagner already. He had 22 on game day 1, was their leading scorer, and he is well on his way to being the leading scorer again in this game. And we still have a lot of game to play. And good job there. Just aggressive move by Borg. Bonga catches, drives, oh, nice left-hand finish over Markussen.
1 to 12, they've got players who can contribute. Super finish with the arm, with the way he extended the arm.
Well, Sweden now, if they can figure out how to get a couple stops the last couple possessions of this game for Germany, they can give themselves, like you mentioned, maybe a single-digit deficit, but they're going to have to do something more aggressive defensively.
Substitution team Germany, team number 4,
As Lowe is going to check back in for the last minute and 13 of this half for Dennis Schroeder, who you could say has kind of been quiet, but no, not at all. 11 points and 5 assists already.
That's quiet.
That's quiet for Dennis. Sweden. Again, they should have 2 opportunities on offense if they can get 2 scores and a stop. Panzer gets the ball tipped from behind. And Markussen, I don't agree with that foul. You need to know time, score, and fouls, as he is putting one of the best free throw shooters to the line.
And he's 20 meters from the basket. It's...
You got fouls to give, why not?
Oh, yeah.
But not then.
Well, straight off the bat, it gives them the 2 free throws, and they'll have another possession, at least one after. It just increases Germany's scoring opportunities. They're going to have a 60-point half, which is a little scary.
And yeah, they're going to get the ball back.
Yeah. Because Wagner's not missing from the free throw line.
No, 6 to 6 today. They're 16 of 17 from the free throw line already, Germany, compared to only 3 of 4 for Sweden. Njai. That shot is no good. Low. Franz from deep. And they get the ball back, so they're going to take their time now. Tiemann showing his range with that attempt as Wagner kept off. Sorry, couldn't keep him off the boards.
I will make the same point about Wagner as well. It's all very well being the superstar with the green light, but you've got to do the blue-collar work as well.
And that's what Dennis Schroeder and Franz Wagner, two of the leaders on this team, do. They do it on both ends of the court.
100%.
They take pride in every possession that they play.
And then, therefore, everybody takes that attitude onto the floor. And from a coaching perspective, you don't need to do anything about it. Your players are setting the tone. Your players have decided that's how everyone has to play. You just have to help them. You just have to create the right situations, put the right rules out for them, and then just trust them. It's and they've played together so long, this group, that if you want to join the group, if you like the Silvers that are relatively new into the group, you're in that same culture. You have to step into that way of playing.
Well, he is human. He did miss a free throw, folks. And not going to miss 2 in a row, though, as he has 16 points already in the first half. Franz Wagner as Upst going out, getting a little bit of a breather before the end of the second quarter. And now Sweden will have one more attempt to cut into a lead that has blossomed the last minute and a half. Well, ball is going to go back to Germany. I think they have a timeout as well. And yeah, they do. So they're going to use it. They're going to want to get one last good shot attempt to end the first half, as that is easily a moving screen. And Spires just not set at all. So ball will go back, 3.5 seconds. We have a timeout here before halftime, though.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Nike Kicks Cam here with me with great kicks on his feet. Is Lauri. Lauri, are you ready for one question? If you get it right, you'll win it right tonight.
Doggy here, Andy here.
All right.
You guys are crossing.
Look at the question.
JT's coming to get low. Low, trying to go this way so you can get it on the catch. You downhill looking at attack. Hey, Low, if he's gapping you, Low, meaning he's not up close, you just got to get it with space.
You have the Lakers shirt right there, but you don't have any clue about the answer.
Same thing you were talking about earlier on, Shona, about the assistant coach taking, there's an out-of-bounds situation. That's obviously his gig in practice. Why do you want to say it for him? Let him do that work. Got 3 seconds to try and create a shot. He's the guy who leads on that. Let him do it.
With a lot of stuff inside from Nike.
3 seconds, 3.5 seconds for these guys is an eternity to get what they need.
I think they'll get a good look. A little bit of a zone here by Sweden. As Low to Bonga. Bonga's shot is good if it goes. And just off the mark. So that was a good look. Could not have got a better look, really. And after 20 minutes of play, Germany up on Sweden 59-42 here. First game of game day 2.
Competition here at the court. In Finnish, it's tuolileikki. In English.
Well, you see the players go into the locker room. We made the point that without Brigander in particular, defensively, that everybody's got to step up, and they're just not capable of stopping this German machine offensively. So as much as Brigander's offense is missed, it's their inability to protect the ring. They just took it right to the gut of the Swedish defense from minute 1. You mentioned Theis having his 10 points early because he had like 4 of the first made field goals.
Yeah.
And just a super executed game plan, super on the floor. Defensively, they've given up 42. If you're Sweden, we got 42 at the half.
It's not bad.
You'd have probably taken it coming into the game.
Good job.
Yeah.
Oscar.
You said it.
Oscar there.
And you know, now Sweden, having played everyone who is on the bench in Jersey today for them, they have gone 10 players deep. No one playing an exceptional amount of long minutes other than Bara Njai. He's at 15 minutes. Do you think this is a strategical thing from Coach Rippinen, knowing that it's going to be a tough game to win, especially being down 2 men, and you have, I don't want to say a must win, but on game day 3, it's almost a must win for Sweden.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. Now you're into tournament play.
Yeah.
And it's, no one ever goes into the game going, well, we're just not going to win this game. But they're going to go into the game saying, right, we're going to manage minutes. We've got 2 players down. Everyone's got to make a contribution, and then he's not going to let up in terms of what he expects to see on the floor. But he's going to have one eye on the next 4, this game and then the next 3.
Yeah, and hopefully Larson, Kelly Larson, and Bergander will be back in the lineup feeling better for Sweden, because they miss them. They miss them tonight offensively, and like you have mentioned all game long, also defensively. But a big second quarter for Germany, 32 points. That is their highest point outing in a quarter at participated in. How do you slow them down?
Well, you can't unless, first of all, you've got to make shots. Well, Sweden have scored 42. It's not as if they've been poor.
Well, we'll talk more when we're back, but we're going to take a quick break here at halftime. Germany beating Sweden 59-42.
Oscar, all right. Benedictus against Oscar. Hit it, Vicky.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Final seconds. Maczynski penetrates. And giving Poland the lead yet again. What a move. Started with a ghost screen. Had to get it. And then he took the penetration down the left. Tough finish. Latvia throws a lob. And again, big man connects with it. Huge play by Roman Sorkin. Little bump. Manasset goes in, throws it down with 2 hands.
That's more like him.
Big man with a big play. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Goes behind the back and still throws it down. I think we were expecting the lob. But Francisco knew that was going to be tough over Kevin Tumba.
Stolen away here now. Mikael didn't have the energy to keep on going. Deegan to the left. Wow! Puts in Nurkic in the washing machine. Here is Atic. Baseline. Correct! Welcome to FIBA EuroBasket. This is Bosnia basketball.
Doncic. There's contact. Luka Magic counted, and he's going to the free throw line.
elbow. Hello, Hellas.
We've seen the length and athleticism, how he was able to wrap all the way around the rim, finish with a dunk, incredible.
Willis. Oh! Welcome to Cyprus. Willis there exploded to the rim, the left-hand punch.
What you talking about, Willis?
Are you kidding me? Ale Risache. What a throwdown. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Well, it's halftime here in Tampere, Finland, as we are seeing some of the highlights from Panzer. 12 points, 3 of 4 from three-point range. Didn't look to shoot a lot in the first game. Maybe they could have used him because he is proving here today that he can score for this Swedish team.
Oh, he's stepped up this time when Arkasson has been guarded and been switched on. He's had a really nice quarter. As you say, they missed him in the fourth quarter, particularly against Finland, but he's been very, very good in that first half. But as we were saying before, the quality of his points is great. 42 points. They've just given up 59, though. So it's at the other end of the floor that Panzer and his teammates are going to have to improve.
Yeah, it's a lot of points, 59 points. Sweden has only conceded more than that once in their EuroBasket. Not career history, yeah, thank you. And that was 61 points back in 1965 against Bulgaria. I don't want to say you can't win, but it is very difficult to win if you give up that many points.
And we would also, as we see the Franz Wagner show, 16 points, 1 from 2, 5 from 7, that's 9 field goal attempts. He's always going to make that. He's always going to take 9, 10 field goal attempts. And his numbers mean he's going to be in these double digits consistently. I just think he's so difficult to guard because he has that scorer's mentality, then he has so many different ways to finish. He can knock down the perimeter shot, so you have to at least honor it. But when he's in the lane, he's so long that he just manufactures angles. He avoids the contact. And he's strong enough to take the hit. And just on cue, he'll demonstrate that he can knock down the three. Decent technique, decent form, just an out-and-out offensive option.
Well, he already has 16 points as we see his shot chart. And doing it from a little bit of everywhere, including 7 of 8 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Germany with only 3 offensive rebounds, where game day 1, they scored a lot on second chance points, but they're also shooting such a high percentage that they don't have a lot of misses to go rebound.
There are seriously not many missed opportunities.
50% from three-point range. They're 71 from two-point range. Have only turned the ball over 3 times.
So when you're playing against a team as good as this, you have to generate opportunities, and they've just taken such good care of the basketball. They share the ball beautifully, and they take options that are good for them. So it's a very simple thing to say, and if every team did that, they'd all be better. This German team are a high-level team with a mentality that's just phenomenal.
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, you talk about a high-level team. Most of these men on this team were there last summer at the Olympics, where they lost to Serbia in the bronze medal game. They lost to France, I believe it was, in the semifinals. France went on, almost beat the US in the final. So we're talking about a quality German basketball team. They won the FIBA World Cup back in 2023, a bronze medal in 2022 at the EuroBasket. There's a reason why a lot of people think this team is the German team that is going to bring home this year's gold medal from FIBA Europe.
Well, they're definitely in that one or two teams. When you got someone like Franz Wagner with his 16 points, few teams that can just match them. That's the thing. You know, there's very few teams that are going to go into the game, so we've got this, and they're going to match up with us. Sweden's issue is how we're going to stop them. Their defense is all that Germany have to worry about. They'll put their defense on the floor, and they'll stop Harkassen, and then who else is going to beat it? But to stop Germany, the one thing we sometimes point out is they don't have an out-and-out five. They don't have a Jokic as such.
Yep.
But do they need that? The way that they play and they spread the floor, everybody is mobile. Everybody can do things with the basketball. And defensively, it does enable Coach Mumbrou when he's back just to do different things with his defense. So they're a tough ask. They're going to be there or thereabouts when it comes to the sharp end of things in Riga.
Well, they beat Montenegro on game day one, Germany did, and it was a slow start to the game. You know, at halftime, Montenegro were right there with them, and then just a huge third quarter, 33 points, and then 27 in the fourth, and they just blew open the lead, ended up winning 76 to 106. I think Germany, even though they've already scored 59 points, I think they still have a lot more that they can do in the second half.
Oh no, I think when you watch their practices, their attention to detail to get those improvements is actually so good to see. The differences they'll put on the floor defensively. They'll show things in this half where they're going to work on being better and being ready to go deep in the knockout stage of this competition. Just to take that point a little bit further in terms of getting to that knockout stage, Sweden's dilemma here is we're light numbered. We've only got 10 guys here healthy at the game. We still believe that we can win 2 of the next 3 games to get to Riga. So, you know, they're going to have to manage this game in the light of the tournament. That doesn't mean they're going to like throw the game or not try to get as close as they can or even get back to win it. But they're not going to risk overplaying some of their better players. They're going to have to go deep and think about game days 3, 4, and 5 if they want to have that chance to win 2 games.
Yeah, I agree, and I wouldn't be surprised. We saw it in the first half. You know, everyone played who is suited up for Sweden. No one played extensive minutes outside of Njai, who physically I think he can easily play 30 minutes a night for you.
He has a great engine. Minutes-wise at club, he plays a lot of minutes.
Yeah. And, you know, do you start to look ahead? I think you do. They're playing Germany. They lost to Finland. Their next game will be tomorrow afternoon against Great Britain. And that's almost a must-win in my opinion.
Probably it's a must-win game for both countries. It's going to be, you know, it's game day 3. That's a winner takes it. Opportunity to qualify is on the line in that game.
Welcome back, basketball fans. Germany up on Sweden here in Tampere, Finland, at the Tampere Deck Arena. And talk about an arena. A lot of Lithuanian fans already in the stands, but Swedish fans have really come out here today to try and help their team secure an upset, but they're gonna have to slow down that man. And he finished the first with 16, and he's already got 18 in the game. Hawkinson was actually open on that. Panzer, big first half from him, leading Sweden in scoring, gives it up to Gedefors. Gedefors just bullies his way in, and it's going to be an offensive foul. I think he wants a flopping type situation, but Schroeder held his ground, took the contact, and ball is going to go back to Germany. Here it is.
It's the extension of the arm.
That's a veteran move defensively too, though, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, as soon as he felt the arm going that way, he went with that. And
well, there you see it. Coach Mikko Riipanen wants the flopping call, and he is not happy at all with that call. He's gonna have to be careful. Schroeder already picked up a technical in this game, so if he gets an unsportsmanlike
or if he gets a technical
he's out.
Flop. Yeah. I think Riipanen wanted a tee then. I think he actually wanted to make the point that strongly that he felt that the official just got.
And sometimes coaches do that, right? They take a tee for the team. Bonga, and that's the 6th assist already for Schroeder in this game to go along with 11 points. He is one of the best assist players since he's been playing in the EuroBasket. Oh, Panzer! Welcome to the EuroBasket.
I was just about to give him a hard time, but
and Bonga.
I have answers. I have answers to any question.
They really do. And here again, switching every time Hawkinson uses a screen and tries to get open. Endre goes inside, and it's going to be a foul. Pushed off is Markusson, excuse me. So 2 offensive fouls for Sweden to start the second half.
All right, yeah. Same thing though. Wasn't that hard?
Wasn't that hard.
But he extends the arm, and if he extends the arm and gets an advantage from it, then Markusson's going to have to sit.
Franz, Euro stepping, wanted the foul, couldn't get it. Endre though, pushing the tempo for Sweden. Hawkinson, stop, pops, and is open, and makes that crowd. And that is what you want to see if you're a Swedish basketball fan. He had 4 points in the first, now he has 7 in the game. He was the star for Sweden against Finland, not able to pull off the win for them though. He had 28 points. Tice there to clean up the miss by Schroeder. Get a force. And Opes realizes the mismatch and just takes one for the team right away.
I love the switch. I'm a big fan of switching defenses anyway, but the ability of Daniel Tice to get out and guard guards is great to see, because he understands how he does it. He's not trying to be quick, he's just be long, gets his angles right. Such a great option for a coach to have, that mobility defensively.
Hawkinson with the fake. Extra pass to Panzer. Why not? And Bonga can't do anything but foul.
And with 1.9 seconds on the clock,
let it go, right?
Make Panzer make the shot. He's got him on the floor. Just let him go and rely on your help, or rely on him taking a tough one. Their closeouts are so quick.
Panzer. So 3 consecutive fouls for Germany here in this single possession defensively.
Third team foul. Substitution team Germany, team number 5, Silva, 32.
Couple substitutions happening. Wagner goes out.
There is some genuine length and quickness on the floor now for Germany.
Gather for a shot off the mark, and now Schroeder is going to get fouled from behind. I think it was a play on the ball, though.
just. I think just.
The action was towards the ball.
Yeah, but if it would have been another step, I don't think, and he'd have still carried on, maybe it would have been unsportsmanlike.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Schroeder didn't disagree, though.
No.
Didn't complain. He got up.
Well, because everybody knows what, we've got a foul to stop the break. It wasn't dangerous, so.
Yep. Gedefor is the task with defending Schroeder. And Bonga out of bounds. And a couple friendly words between Gedefor and Schroeder after that action.
He just got Gedefor's in the air,
Yeah,
didn't he?
he did.
Off balance.
Well,
and Jai says, what was that commentator? No, I'm not going to shoot the three.
They went under him early. Schroeder's left open. The response. The response.
There's always a response.
Hawkinson. Back to Njai. And make that 2 in a row for Njai. As the Swedish fans are loving it, but they're going to have to get stops on the other end if they want to cut into this lead. 71-54. Schroeder, Tiemann to Opes, the shooter in the corner. How about that release? He didn't even look like he caught the ball properly.
Absolutely didn't catch the ball. He sort of moved it around, but then he just, once he gets his arm going, straight line stuff, just super execution of actually shooting the basketball. He is one of the quote in the press conference from the Montenegrins, he's one of the best three-point shooters in the game.
I think we have a technical going against Germany. Abrahimagic, who is tasked as the head coach for Germany, comes up with a technical foul. I didn't see the action, did you?
No. The official who gave the tech was the one right next to him.
Yep.
So he must have said the wrong thing.
You know, he is the acting head coach right now, but we've seen in this game alone how much of a participation all the other assistant coaches on the bench has been for Germany. And obviously we wish Coach Alex Mumbra a speedy recovery, and we hope to see him back, as that shot is, I was gonna say I thought it was deflected, but no, goes out of bounds. And Hawkinson says, my bad. Not a great attempt on my part. Njai all over Schroeder here, bringing the ball up. And it's going to be a moving screen by Tiemann as Opes hits that shot, but it's not going to count.
Opes just came a bit early, which means he wasn't really set.
I like that, though. You know, Opes hits a 3 in the corner, and right away they run a system for him. And there's that fancy where you see Gedefor and Schroeder talking a little bit.
I was just looking for meal reservations and recommendations.
We have a good one. We enjoyed our day off yesterday.
Come here to Tampere. It's a lovely, lovely spot here in Finland.
Njai, nice second half for him already, as Panzer. Wow! Goodness me! Panzer.
I wouldn't be surprised if...
5 of 6.
Would not be surprised if Magic would take a timeout soon, because he's not going to be happy. They're getting so many open looks. Their defense is just soft by comparison to what it was in the first half. I mean, the offense is fine. They're still, down the other end, they're still ticking the scoreboard over Germany, but...
Schroeder's shot no good, but big offensive rebound by Tiemann. As it's going to go out of bounds, but stay German ball right now.
You know, we've talked about the standards that the German team set themselves. They're not going to like the fact that Panzer's had wide open looks. They're not going to like the fact that Njai's been given all day and all night to let the 3 go.
Obst. Contested three-point shot. Off the mark, De Silva fighting for the rebound. It's gonna stay German ball and a new shot clock. So few offensive rebounds on this possession here for Germany, as they now have 8, I believe it is, in the game. And NJ goes out for a little bit of a breather, as Borg, who had a nice first half as well, checks into the game. He has 8 points.
Well, he had a nice second part. With his second stint, he was excellent. Just got over those initial nerves and was very effective.
Yeah, played limited minutes against Finland on game day 1. And Schroeder is fouled, trying to get to the basket, so he's going to earn himself a trip to the free throw line.
See, Borg will say, well, it was all ball, but he hit both arms and the hip as he went past him.
And then the ball.
And then the ball. The point we were both making earlier at the halftime point about Sweden needing to look at the rest of the tournament, they'll be very happy at the moment because they're running their stuff, they're getting open looks, everyone's making a contribution and knocking shots down because they're going to need those guys to make those shots, to get those shots in that execution come game day 3 against Great Britain. So at the moment, regardless of the fact that they're down by 18 points if Schroeder makes this one, they're still getting something out of this game in this half. There's nothing like running your stuff against an opponent to get real good looks. And at the moment, other people who didn't step up against Finland are getting into the game and making contributions.
Yeah. And, you know, if you're just tuning in, Sweden missing 2 starters.
Yeah.
I was going to say 2 of their main players, but really main players, 2 starters who contributed 22 points combined in their game against Finland. So they're missing players who can score, and other players are stepping up. So you know, heading into game day 3, almost a must-win game for Sweden if they lose this game against Germany. And as you know, as a coach, you say, you know what, I now have more confidence offensively in a player like NJ, in a player like Pensar as well. Hustle by Tristan De Silva. Borg with a little floater. No good. Nice offensive rebound, though, by Falk.
And the other end of the argument of that, or the extension of that, is you're playing against Germany now. So what you're doing defensively, they can still score. They'll score better than Montenegro. They'll score better than Great Britain. So they've really got to look at the execution, and when they go look at the tape of this game, and when they look at the prep for game day 3, which is a really tight turnaround, they've got to come out of this being confident that they're in what they're trying to do and what they're trying to run. And at the moment, this third quarter has been excellent for them. They're down 20, and that's never excellent. But what they're getting out of the game here with those 2 guys not here is a lot of positives going into game day 3. They've got to carry that on all the way through this second half.
Well, Schroeder headed to the bench. He has 16 points already. And that is a record in EuroBasket. 9 games since the start of EuroBasket 2022, excuse me. He is the only player in the competition to have 15+ points in 9 EuroBasket games. I thought he had it, and then he moved his pivot foot. The initial move, spin move to the baseline. He should have just shot it.
Yeah.
He didn't need to. I think the shot fake is what caused the travel. Let's take a look here. So he spins. Oh, he can't see from that angle. I think we needed to see a floor angle.
Yeah, you think he dragged that pivot foot, don't you?
On the shot fake, I think he lifted it up. Anderson's been quiet today. You and I were
impressed.
Very impressed, I would say, yeah.
Well, he was one of the guys that really helped Sweden stay in that game.
Yeah. And just the dirty work.
Yeah, absolutely. Did whatever it took, made some shots when he needed to. But if you think this is the issue that Finland have, they don't have a lot of size up front. So Anderson was able to be effective in those areas. He's going up against different animals in the front line of Germany here in terms of their physicality and their quickness and quality. So this is one of those games where he just has to knuckle down, do the blue collar stuff, it's going to be his day on game day 3 because he's going to go against a smaller front line, and he's got to do the same thing he did against Finland there. He could be crucial, especially if Brigander is still out, to Sweden's hopes in that game.
Yep. Oh, nice strip at Tiemann. And we're going to have a timeout called by head coach Mikko Riippinen. We're 2 minutes and 21 left in the third quarter. 80-59, Germany leads Sweden. You take away Franz Wagner, and there to clean it up is Johannes Tiemann. He has 4 points tonight. Let's listen into this timeout.
Vi spelar sen, när vi kommer upp efter press break, så spelar vi Denzel, Ludde eller Tobbe, Ville och Ludde eller Tobbe. Denzel går till den här sidan, Adam går hit, vi kattar igenom. Okej, screen och flare från Adam. Okej, så Denzel sätter en screen och får en screen. Det här kan vara Ludde eller Tobbe. Den andra måste katta igenom här och Ville måste lyfta. Sen kan vi gå tillbaka till att spela 2 sida mot sida.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Som vi gjorde.
Just to put some numbers to one of the points you made earlier, there's only been 17 missed shots by Germany. They're shooting 68 and 50% from the floor, 90% from the free throw line. So the rebound numbers are always one of those things you can never look at them in isolation. But their offense is sweet. They got individually, they got players that can break people down. The speed of the ball, excellent. You know, they're a really, really difficult ask. It's going to take some interesting looks at how teams try and slow them down.
Well, don't forget to get your 1891 Courtside app. Every time you see the QR code pop up on your screen. As Anderson gives it back to Borg. Well, Anderson gets it back in the corner. It's been quiet today. Nice rebound by Falk. So a good job on the offensive boards is Sweden. We're talking about Germany's rebounding. Oh, nice pass. And Sweden, with more offensive rebounds, they have more chances because they're shooting at a lower percentage, but they already have 9 offensive rebounds.
I mean, there's so many things to like about Sweden in this game.
Yeah.
The result is the only thing that they're not going to like, because if you look at the way that things that they're doing, I think Coach Rippinen's journey, as he describes it, he would still say that the caravan is still on track. Still rolling.
Well, talking about experience, I mean, the majority of these German players have played at a EuroBasket before. There's a couple playing in their first, but the majority have played at a EuroBasket before. There are 2 Swedish players who played, well, I mean, the last time Sweden participated was 12 years ago.
Yep.
So they took a little bit of a hiatus. Get it for us, and that man right there, Hawkinson. It's his shot fake. Well, great job offensive rebounding is Falk.
Yeah.
That time, not able to put it in, but been a little bit of a spark off the bench. Played limited minutes in the first, getting some playing time here in the third quarter. And just get back defense, though. You're not back, they're gonna score.
Oh, again, that missed shot, point of transition gone. And they had numbers, but Wagner's not giving it up. He's going to finish, take it to the ring whenever he can.
Good kick violation. Substitution team Sweden in number 16 was expired.
Anderson now for Sweden. He gives it back to Borg. Hawkinson, catch, penetration, nice backdoor cut, and strong take to the basket. It's going to be an M1 3-point opportunity for the spark off the bench. The last couple minutes for Sweden is Willem Falk. He has 3 points now in this game to go along with 5 offensive rebounds, Mark.
With his background in Murcia, You know, he's still only 22. This is the type of scenario that Coach Rippinen talks about in terms of we've got to get used to playing at EuroBasket again. You just made the point they haven't been here since 2013. So for Falk, he's only 22. This is normal for him. This is where we're supposed to be every year. That's the attitude that Coach Rippinen wants Sweden to get into. Yeah, he's still got a lot of physical growing to do as Wilhelm Falk. 2 meters 3 is just a little bit lightweight. He's got to get a little stronger, but only by going up against guys like this is he going to really get his way. He's going to see it. He's going to understand what he needs to do.
Well, Germany are going to hold it, and I think it went off the foot of Lowe. So ball back and a nice opportunity for Sweden. They're trailing big, 19. As no surprise, Hawkinson checks back into the game for this last possession of the third quarter. A good defensive possession there, forcing the turnover. Geddeforth gets it to the shooter, shot fake. He gets a good look, and that is gonna count at the end of the third quarter as Hawkinson gives himself a little pat on the back after that shot. And they're gonna go into the fourth quarter trailing 84-66. 10 minutes left here in Tampere, Finland. Game day 1. And nice end to the third for Sweden as they trailed that quarter only by 1 point, but they're gonna have to figure how to get some stops defensively.
And it's an easy question for you and I to ask, and it's an incredibly difficult answer. They're shooting 70% and 50% from the floor. Sweden haven't found the arc. They've got 56 and 42. They've had a decent offensive game. Okay, they've made some tough shots, but they've played very well with the basketball. But they're just undersized as much as anything else. We're going to get the best plays of the third quarter. And not surprisingly, this guy's all over him. Panzer had a really nice start to this third period. Gets his feet set, looks to knock down the shot, gets a little bit of separation. He did that a few times in that third quarter. So all these points that you have to like put a tick next to, Panzer's done better than he did in game day 1. That's a really good story for the Swedes. And Jai's got himself going. They found some open looks for Hakasson. So there's lots to positive about. And there's lots of things to admire about this German national team where you ask the question of how do you stop them? You can't stop them completely. You have to try and make them make tougher shots. That's what they haven't done. They haven't made them make enough tough shots. They've allowed them to get inside too much. But that's the light numbers we talked about. They haven't got the horses to run. They haven't got the horses to protect the middle. Brigander is such a big miss. I know that that people will talk about that Larson didn't play, but Brigander is like so important to the way this team is structured. They've played most of their time without Larson because he's in the NBA, wasn't available for the qualifiers. So they're used to playing without Larson. They're not used to playing without Brigander at all.
Yeah, yep, you said it. Well, we've got 10 minutes left. Can Sweden cut into this German lead? They get a score in this possession. That would be a good sign. As Geddeforth gets it to Hawkinson. Hawkinson, just loses the ball. And Wagner now doing what Wagner does. And he's going to go to the free throw line for 2.
Play on the ball. Wrong arm, wrong side, across the body. There's zero chance to get the ball from where he tried to get the ball from. Fortunately, it wasn't a hard foul, therefore, and Wagner's under control. Spires is more than entitled to try and stop the break. That's not the issue. I think you have to mark down that Wagner has missed 2 free throws in this game. It's an area of the game where he is just normally automatic. I mean, he shoots 85% across his career, Wagner, from the free throw line. So remembering that at the beginning of that career, he wasn't shooting as well as he is now.
Well, he was only 6 of 9. Like you said it. I mean, you helped to the misses against Montenegro. He was at the free throw line, and you were talking about how good of a free throw shooter he was. But yeah, no, he is, you know, you expect him to make high 80s every single game from the free throw line.
What a plus for Sweden. Spires did the thing again. The pitch pops, knocks down the 3. Good length, good size.
Yep.
He is the one Swedish player who plays in Sweden at this stage of his career.
Low gets it to Bonga. Bonga drives baseline. And, ooh, I think if Spires had been a little bit more parallel, he was straight up.
Turned his shoulders is the only thing, but that shouldn't have
he still was inside that. He was moving,
Yeah, he's going forward.
I think he could have taken
an
offensive foul, but that was an easy call going against him. For
sure. The lead official literally has the greatest line to see that there was still movement forwards. I know it's anyone listening to you and I at the moment would think like we're just members of the Germany fan club, but they have so many. Like Bonga is again a different type of player. They have different options. In certain games, he's going to be absolutely vital. In other games, he's not going to be as big a factor. They've got so many different ways to hurt you and different ways to stop you. Spires thought I made the last one.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Well, it's going to stay Sweden ball, so not a bad shot.
No, it's...
Yeah?
If you pick and pop and have that much separation, and your game is to shoot the 3. If you don't shoot that, you shouldn't be out there as such. That's your game. You know, he's a decent threat from the 3-point line.
Borg kisses the rim, but no good. Schroeder now leading the break for Germany. His first step is quick.
When they
think you have him defended, and he gives you that little hezzy. He gets a step on you in no time.
It's Getafo switched, and had pretty good angle and everything, but you saw his face almost like, oh, because he'd gone, that little step. He was there, and then he wasn't there. Then you missed him.
Don't blink.
Get a replay of it. No, he's beat before you even try and take that step.
Borg. Nice job by him. Oh, nice pass. But Wagner there reads the play. And Borg is going to be called for a foul.
Nothing sums up Germany better than that play. Great pass. Great read. 3 people rotate, not just the 2 to the ball, then they drop, so they end up with getting the loose one. So at this stage of the game, they're up 20 points. No one is taking anything off the accelerator at all. Going up, you think?
Of course. And why not? Leading scorer of the game, he can do what he wants right now. Low, stops, pops.
I know the word trademark is much overused, but Lowe loves that. Loves you in transition because he's got you going backwards, and that step back and quick release is very, very, very good to watch.
Woo. Well, Sweden, they're gonna have to call a timeout as this game is getting away from them, 92-69, and the 3-point shooting by Germany, in my opinion, is the difference right now. And Sweden's had, I mean, the difference from their first game, I'm talking just about the German games. They were 12 of 35, 34% against Montenegro from 3-point range. 10 of 19.
Yeah. We could go and say all sorts of things. They're just an incredibly good basketball team. in every spot on the floor. We can talk about them not having an out-and-out 5, and they don't. But they have ways of dealing with that problem.
This is really a team where every game you're going to have 4 or 5 players score in double figures somewhat easily, and that is what's scary to defend. Like, how do you could take away 1 or 2, you know, you can focus on 1 or 2 players as a team when you're coming up with your defensive scout, but 4 or 5?
Yeah, but that's what you have to get into, don't you? You have to get into, well, they can all play,
right?
But there's still going to be, you have to accept that Schroeder's going to be Schroeder. So at various points, you're just going to have to say, well, he's very, very good. What do we do to try and limit him as such? But do you want Bongo shooting the 3, or do you want Ops shooting the 3? You're going to have to get, you're in those margins. You're in margins of just 1 or 2 percentages.
Nice spin move by Gedefors. That's no good, though. As now coming in off the bench for Germany, the big man getting some playing time here. Leon Kratzer.
It's just, in that situation, see, Borg thinks he has, because he's backed him out a little bit. Borg's got to expect a little bit more help than he got on that, because Dennis is going to look to exploit, look to get his shot, but as soon as you overhelp, he's going to find the open guy, because you continually rightly talk about his assist numbers. He's just great. He's a very, very good basketball player. He makes very, very good decisions, and he plays for everybody else around him. There's not a lot you can do now.
No.
Because he's not like some people will force shots. Oh, okay, let's make Dennis force shots. Dennis doesn't force shots. Dennis takes shots he wants to take because they're good shots for him.
18 points. Can he make it 19? Yes. Nope, he can't. So 2. He stays at 18. He does have 7 assists like you talked about. He's not going to force bad shots either. And Markusen. Nice little offensive action there by Sweden. Schroeder takes his time. That shot no good, though. Gedefors has a mismatch against Schroeder. And Falk, though, can't score, but Markusen's there for the rebound, and he's going to earn himself a trip to the free throw line after getting hit in the face almost.
Leon Kratzer, this is exactly the same scenario he had in the Montenegro. Comes in late, obviously he is the last guy off the bench. Yeah, but Germany needs some size, so you would expect him to come in and just be ultra active, getting after everything, just trying to say to coach, if you need me, I'm ready to play. And didn't really get that in the Montenegro game, not getting it right. Get after it. Do what some of these guys on that Swedish bench have done and try and take the opportunity. Try and show the coach how active you can be as a big man. Not because if he's active, he's got a chance to get into the rotation. If he's not active, he's not, because he won't be able to run the defense he wants to run.
Well, Sweden, 72 points. They've had a nice offensive outing in both games that they've played here at this year's EuroBasket. Schroeder.
The gym's getting pretty full because the Lithuanian fans are showing up for game 2, and they're enjoying this. They're enjoying the quality of Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, any basketball fan who gets to watch a player like Dennis Schroeder live are going to take advantage, I think.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Kratzer.
Markusen.
He just allowed Markusen to get position. He didn't fight him for it. He didn't try and bang him. He didn't try and get over the top. He just played behind him, and Markusen is good enough. He's going to get solid and make the little jump hook. Kratzer's just got to get after it. He's got 5 fouls to give. Use all of those if he has to. Just watch and enjoy.
He's been attacking. He's got himself to the free throw line. He's shooting the 3 of 6 here today. Didn't have a great outing from the three-point range in the first game.
I'm a little surprised he's still in the game, to be fair. They sat him down early in the Montenegro game. I would expect him to, unless he decides he feels good today.
You know what? No, I need to get a little bit of a workout in. And that pass off the hands of De Silva. So ball back to Sweden. And yeah, you said it. We see Dennis Schroeder going to the bench now, Mark.
And it's you know, obviously the coaching staff have been around Dennis for a while, so like they played him this many minutes, now they've increased it, they're getting him ready. When it comes to those knockout games, he's going to go big time minutes.
Oh yeah. They play tomorrow. Both teams play tomorrow. Yesterday was the rest day after game day 1 for this Group B here in Tampere, Finland. Holats into the game for Dennis Schroeder, who I think is going to be done for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Kretzer left open. Low now. Nice pass. Come up with the rebound, and De Silva is fouled.
It's one of the moments for the family, De Silva to De Silva.
Tristan De Silva playing in his first EuroBasket. Obviously, Oscar De Silva at the free throw line right now was on that team last summer, played very, very limited minutes, but has a little bit more experience, you could say, than his brother. To be a proud parent moment.
They want to search those photographers now. The pass and the catch and the finish.
Unfortunately, he goes over from the free throw line.
You don't need to take that picture, just the picture of him.
the pass and the foul, right? Yeah. Njai. Njai getting all the way to the basket. He says, game's not over. I got 4 minutes to add to my total here.
Most national teams would be very, very happy with having Maado Low as their starting guard. He's just backing Dennis up.
Yes, and backing him up as he has a great game last game for them as well, scoring in double digits for Germany. And Markusen, I like what you're saying. You're saying, you know what, Leon Kratz, take a sign from Markusen as he's saying, you know what, I'm going to go at you right now.
It's the second possession where firstly he let Markusen establish position in the low block, and then he let him go down deep to the charge circle before he bumped him. He's got to be stepping up 2-3 steps to bump him earlier, try and get over, make it hard for Markusen to catch. At the moment, Markusen the last few possessions looks like it is big on big. It's a much more regular matchup for Markusen. And he only has to look at Daniel Theis in terms of how active he is. Just try and learn from that, try and create a role. It's another one for the family album.
Another one for the fam. That's what I'm saying. It's easy for family to go and watch their two sons play. And, well, he's made a couple. Spires taking advantage of the extra playing time he has been able to get here today, with obviously Bergander being out as Low. All the starters out except for Njai, excuse me, Njai Bara Njai for Sweden. Both teams have their starters on the bench right now.
Well, Markusen started because he was the guy that, the Briganda one. But he would never normally start. It's the illness thing. But I like Njai. I thought Njai was very, very good against Finland. His first step is quick. He's actually shown that he's a better three-point shooter than he looked earlier in this game and last night. He looked like he was that guard that wanted to get to the ring. And I think Coach Ripponen has done an excellent job at rotating his team.
Yep.
Ensuring that they put a good performance on the floor, which they have. It was always going to be a tough ask if they had everybody healthy. And Germany are winning 104-80 because Germany have played incredibly well, with the basketball in particular.
That shot back iron. And it's going to be a foul on the rebound going against Falk.
Going to walk the floor because Sweden are in the penalty.
So my question now, Mark. First game against Montenegro, Germany score 106 points. Probably going to score more than 106 points. We still have 2 minutes and 8 seconds left.
Yep.
They've given up a bunch of points. Is that maybe something that they have to think about? But when you can score in the hundreds, does it matter?
But also the majority of cases, they're shooting the ball pretty early as well. There's a lot. Teams take lots of shots in German games. So there is a lot of field goal attempts, which helps with 100 or so points.
Yep.
And they don't really, when they have to, they can play slow. They can play in the half court. You know, they can get deep in the shot clock. But they are taking a lot of shots in the first 10 seconds of possession.
Oh! De Silva with the big-time rejection on Falk. Well read.
5,025. Thank you all for your confident support and contributing to the fabulous.
Almost looked like Falk had an easy lane as the bench is loving what these role players for Germany are doing. As Holutz comes up with the steal. Oh, can't hold on to it, almost turns it over and does turn it over. Njai now. Markusen, no good. And De Silva brings it down for Germany. Minute 30 here to play. Deep three-point shot. Holutz there. Runs down the offensive rebound. So Germany, few offensive rebounds in the second half. Didn't have many in the first. They didn't need many. Didn't have many opportunities in the first. Give and go. And that's another turnover.
Poor pass as well. Really poor pass.
Borg's three-point shot. No good. Spires there on the offensive glass. Is going to go to the free throw line.
Just two things that the last few minutes of play, it's exactly why we're getting the high numbers. Both teams coming down the floor taking early options. But the difference between the two teams, the Njai, when he had it in transition, he had Borg wide open in transition down the floor on his outside. Borg's just made a three. If you're Germany, you're giving that pass up. Njai got it into traffic. Give it to the wing and trust Borg. If they close him out, then there's space to play. It's just those little things where Germany keep it simple, keep it very simple, and move the ball to the open guy. Sweden are trying to have to force a little bit and make shots happen.
Spires not able to convert his free throws. Now they go inside to De Silva, who travels. That's going to be his second turnover.
Well, I thought we were guaranteed to have more than 106 when you said it.
I did, yeah. Actually, it was more than 2 minutes left, and I thought they were going to score more than their outing against Montenegro, 106. It still could happen.
Oh, yeah.
But a couple missed opportunities for Germany. Njai gets all the way to the basket. It is blocked, though. And they have 6 seconds left on the clock, and we'll have the ball on the baseline. And Sweden now have called a timeout. So is this a strategic thing? Does he want to draw up a play?
Yeah, because it's one of those opportunities, isn't it? It's, you can run your time, you can run your out-of-bounds plays in practice and stuff. He's now got a chance with 6 seconds on the clock to say, well, okay, we're low on the clock. This is what we're going to run. Give him a chance to run it in a real sort of situation. There's a reason to take the timeout.
Right.
Although I would have preferred him not to call the timeout, because at the end of the day, I'm enjoying Germany with the basketball so much.
Like you said, learning opportunity. And we have a Sweden timeout, as you saw the block shots, steals, turnovers.
Just got a shot at Daniel Tice, and go right back to the beginning of the game. He just set the tone. First few possessions, they just went to Tice, he went down the middle, he was big, he was up the ring, throwing it down on the alley-oop.
Yeah.
And Germany just came out and said, you've got to guard us inside, and then once they established they couldn't do that, they just kept going there. They kept going there. And then they started to free it up on the perimeter. It's how things should happen. You're getting reactions, you're actually putting stuff out there on the floor, you get a reaction from.
And out of the timeout, well, that's why you call a timeout and run a play.
Nice play as well.
Great play. Borg with a good look and makes it count.
Went to the sideline, got guarded, which meant he was so at a great angle coming back to the top.
De Silva, spin move, tough shot, no good. So I don't think they're gonna score 106, Mark. Spires, last second opportunity, no good. And Germany with another big win over their opponent here at the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket edition, as they beat Sweden 105-83 on game day 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends of basketball, here we saw Schroeder, Wagner.
We'll get a quick look at the statistics, but great shooting again today by Germany. 50% from three-point range. They have 4 people in double digits. How is any team going to slow them down as this tournament goes on?
Really don't know in that sense, but against the better teams that are going to shoot good percentages, but Sweden shot good percentages. It's like, how are teams going to guard this? Well, when you get to the better level teams, they're going to have people who can match up on Wagner. No one's been able to match up on him at all. Teams will come up with a way of trying to guard Dennis Schroeder. No one's managed to do that in the first 2 games. But they've got Lithuania to play here, whose defensive effort will be so much higher level. They've got to play Finland, who, again, quickness on the perimeter is going to be a factor, is going to be a challenge for Germany. So they're going to find out more about themselves before they leave. They've already won 2 games, so they're pretty much on the way to Riga. But they are a tough ask. While you have Dennis Schroeder on the floor, you're a tough ask. They will put things on the floor to deal with the inside, and their rotations are so quick.
As you see the statistics, Sweden, again, though, I was impressed with their offensive output against Finland. I've been impressed with it again today. 83 points and missing 2 important key starters.
That's the thing, and we've said it all game about the defensive end, missing that defensive presence of Briganda, as Dennis gets his photograph with the coaching staff.
Well, B.J. Armstrong, Dennis Schroeder, Doug Christie coming out from the Sacramento Kings here supporting their star point guard next season. So no surprise, we've seen a lot of staff and out from the NBA supporting their players who are playing in the FIBA EuroBasket, not just here in Tampere, Finland, but also at our 3 other locations, as we get to see some of the best plays from the 4th quarter. Well, Sweden, I don't want to say it's a must-win game. If you do the calculations, you at least need to win 2 games to move on to the next round. You need to finish in the top 4. Sweden are going to be taking on Great Britain tomorrow. Is that the game of the day? We don't know yet.
Well, no, I think for them it's the most important game. If they win that, they're putting themselves, even though they've still got to win one more, they're giving themselves the best chance they can to make the trip to Riga. They've got to beat Great Britain in the same way that unless Great Britain come up with a phenomenal performance this evening to beat Finland, you could end up with both teams 0-2, and the winner of that game gives themselves a real shot at getting on the plane.
So could be interesting. This tournament, we've already seen upsets in other regions. Could we see a big win by Great Britain tonight over Finland? Who knows, but we have Lithuania, and up next as another big performance by Germany, as they are walking right in front of us. You guys are seeing the slow-mo, but they are going by and saying hi to their fans, which I absolutely love.
Yep.
As we'll get to see, there it is right now. Game day 2, Group B, Germany at top 2-0. Lithuania and Montenegro coming up in an hour or so from now. And then a big game tonight, the home team taking on Great Britain. Finland will be the night game. And while we have a few teams looking for some wins and securing or giving themselves a better chance to move on, from Mark and Shona, we will be back roughly in an hour as Lithuania taking on Montenegro next. Thanks for tuning in.